2005 is Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Come on, come on. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he whips that one incomplete there. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Hey, stand on.
Lawrence now to throw after that last run. And able to find Kirk complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. Trying to lay one up deep. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Block it, block it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Trevor Lawrence scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On play action, they'll throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
He'll drop to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman from 4 yards out. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd down. Lawrence. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Ready, set. Check, check. Start.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Yeah. Number one. Hey, exit. Hey, exit.
Lawrence will throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Now Lawrence on first down. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A very solid gain of 27. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And they'll run with ETN. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Alert, alert. Hey.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
80 weapons.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown! Herb Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway from the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll set up a throw. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Kamara trying to right side. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Again, it's Kamara. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And now he spiked it on third down. I don't know if he heard a whistle. There was no whistle. He just got up and spiked it.
Ready up!